Hey guys, this is going to be my preview, sort of, preview of Wrestle Kingdom 6. The full card was announced shortly after I'd done my preview with Josh of the earlier matches, which will be down in the description box. I said I was going to do a full preview when the full card came out, and the full card is out, so why not do a full preview? Why wait? You know. So yeah, the 11 match card. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's better than what I expected. I will always stand by the point that they have way too many tag team matches at these shows. And case in point here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tag team matches on an 11 match card, which is more than half the card. That's too much. Come on, that's too much. But yeah, other than that, looks like a decent show. There was some interesting matches on here. So yeah, New Japan's the 40th anniversary of New Japan, because this is what this show is. It's the 40th anniversary. Wrestle Kingdom 6 live from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan, on the 4th of January 2012. First match. This is the official match order hasn't been announced yet, but this is the order I have them listed in front of me. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships are on the line as the No Remorse Corps, Rocky Romero and David Richards, team up to take on Apollo 55, the team of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Prince Devitt and his partner Taguchi Ryosuke. So this is a rematch from the match where No Remorse Corps won the titles, so don't expect Apollo 55 to go over. If they do, it's stupid, because Devitt's already got the Junior Heavyweight title. Putting the titles back on them doesn't accomplish anything. Why take the titles off of them in the first place? I mean, it would be a stupid move to put the titles back on Apollo 55. As far as No Remorse Corps go, they're not exactly the team I would have put the titles on. I'm not going to go into details on that, but because that's another place, another time. But all in all, this match is not one I'm really interested in. I mean, it's not going to be a bad match, but it's just not one that piques my personal interest. I don't know about you, but this match doesn't really get me salivating. It'll be decent, but just it should be. It's a good undercard match for this sort of show, so that's fine as long as it doesn't take up too much time, doesn't fall too high on the card, which it won't. Then I'm fine with it. Second match, Aerial Kingdom featuring the CMLL Super Estrellas, Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask 4, Mascara, Dorada, and KUSHIDA team up to take on Atlantis, Valiente, TAKA, Michinoku, and Taichi. Again, I'm a big fan of the multi-man junior tag team matches. Not a big fan of Tiger Mask. I don't really know anything about the CMLL guys, I'll be honest there. All I have seen is pretty much what I've seen from them in New Japan. And I've seen some of Ono Mystico matches, but yeah, you've got Liger in there, who's a smart enough worker. Kushida's good up and comer. Taka and Taichi know how to work. It should be a decent enough match. Excuse me. Again, it's not exactly the sort of match I'd want at a Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, it's the biggest show of the year. Should there really be filler here? I don't think there should. This is filler for me. So yeah, moving on. New Japan Respiration. Okada is back. That's Okada from TNA, for all you TNA fans out there, and he's making his return to New Japan, and he's taking on YOSHI-HASHI. I don't know either of these guys, so I don't really. Okada, from what I've seen in TNA, he wasn't that great. No offense to TNA fans who enjoyed him. Well, plenty of offense to TNA fans, but if you enjoyed him, then I guess you're better than the average TNA fan because you like the Japanese one. But yeah, as far as that match goes, I don't really know what to expect. Again, I don't feel like it should be on this card though, because it's filler. and I don't like filler on my big show cards. But I'll just move on from that. Fourth match, Blue Justice Never Die. Nagata, Yuji, and Inoue Wataru team up to take on the All Japan team of Funaki Masakatsu and Kono Masayuki. Again, tag team match that doesn't really need to be happening. If you're taking these guys, if all Japan, the only guys All Japan is sending over are Funaki and Kono. No offense to Kono, but don't really want you on my big show. I feel the same sort of way about Inoue though. So if it was me and you could only do these two, you were to take these guys and you were to make a match out of it. The match immediately Nagata, Funaki, simple. As long as those guys do most of the in-ring work, this should be a good match. I don't really have much against Inoue. He's just not. He's not the level I really want to see at my Wrestle Kingdom show. But yeah, this should be a decent tag team match. I'm not expecting too much, but it could be a decent match. Again, lots of decent undercard matches. We're getting towards the second half of the card. There are much better matches in the second half of the card, even though I don't necessarily think they are the best, or I agree with the way they've been booked. But fifth match of the night, just moving on. Fifth match of the night, Tokyo Monster War, MVP and Shelton Benjamin. Yes, Shelton Benjamin is the guy. Well, MVP made a phone call to a guy, an old friend. It turned out to be Shelton Benjamin. So Shelton Benjamin is making his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut. Great, brilliant. And they will be taking on former ECW heavyweight champion Tanaka Masato and Takahashi Yujiro, his tag team partner in Complete Players. I don't like MVP in New Japan. I've never liked MVP in New Japan. I think he's gotten worse since he's gone to Japan. He's put on a bit of weight. But yeah, MVP he doesn't look as solid of a worker as he did in WWE, which is crazy, I know. Shelton Benjamin coming over to New Japan is great because he's the sort of worker that will work over there. He's got the high flying athletic wrestling style down. He's a good worker. I mean, I know he's older. He's mid to late 30s, so maybe it's a bit late for a worker of his style, but this should be a good match. Tanaka is a solid enough. Tanaka and Benjamin again. That's the match I want to see here. Tanaka and Benjamin. Takahashi's he's working his way up, and I'm sure he'll be a player in about a year's time. But right now, not so much. But yeah, Tanaka and Benjamin is definitely a match I hope comes from this, because Benjamin versus Tanaka would be brilliant. That would be a great match. Sixth match, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Bad Intentions, the team of Giant Bernard and Carl Anderson, take on Ten-Koji, Tenzan Hiroyoshi, and Kojima Satoshi. Well, this is one of the matches I'm really happy about. Ten-Koji are my favourite Japanese tag team of all time. And I'm glad that they got back together. It took too long for me. It took way too long. They should have been together a year ago, and they should have been taking the title off Bad Intentions then. Well, no, maybe not a year ago, because Kojima should have had a longer run with the title when he came back, because he was so hot. He was red hot, white hot. But yeah, this should be a good match. Bad Intentions title reign is finally coming to an end, I hope. It's been too long, way too long. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Seventh match of the night, New Japan versus Noah, Battle of Concentration 1, because there are 2. Goto Hiroki versus Sugiura Takahashi. This is another one I'm looking forward to. These two have had matches on past Wrestle Kingdoms. Sugiura defeated Goto when he was defending his title 2 years ago, and they were both involved in the tag team match last year. Sugiura and Takayama teamed up to face Goto and Okada. But Goto hasn't got his win over Sugiura just yet. Whilst I'd rather Goto be doing other things, higher up things, heavyweight championship, I can dig this match. This is going to be a good match. And as long as he gets his win back, which he really needs, he needs his win, I'm fine with it. So yeah, that should be a good match. Should be entertaining. Goto should go over. Simple as that. Eighth match, Fighting Without Honor or Humanity, Makabe Togi versus Takayama Yoshihiro. Now this is going to be brutal. This doesn't need to be a long match. This needs to be brutal, and these two need to go out there and they need to have a brawl, and hopefully that's what they do. I mean, literally from the title of the match, you can guess the sort of style they're going to be going out there and pulling off, and that's all. It needs to be a short brawl. That's all it needs to be, and it'll be entertaining. It'll be great. Makabe and Takayama are both incredibly adept at that style, and they'll pull off a great match. I'm sure they will, and that's good. Again, like Bad Intentions, Ten-Koji, Goto, Sugiura, Makabe, Takayama. These are the better matches of the card, and yeah, the card's finally starting to look good towards the second half. New Japan versus Noah Battle Concentration 2. Nakamura Shinsuke and Yano Toru team up to take on Shiozaki Go and Marufuji Naomichi. Again, solid booking. Nakamura and Yano are the Chaos. Chaos is two top guys. Yano is basically Nakamura's right-hand man. This keeps Nakamura out of the spotlight, which I don't think he needs a spotlight. I mean, he's had 2 title shots in the past year, in less than a year. And he was one of the big draws in last year's Wrestle Kingdom when he faced Go in a singles match. Doesn't need it now. Yano is obviously on the rise as a young heel. Like, he had his first title shot a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, about a month ago now. And Shiozaki, obviously GHC champion. Marufuji, he's probably one of the most well-known. This next to Kenta, I'd say he's probably the most well-known guy from Noah in. Yeah, besides maybe Moshi. But he's one of the most well-known guys over in the West. So this should be a good, solid tag team match. Yano and Nakamura have worked together before. Shiozaki and Marufuji have worked together before. Nakamura and Shiozaki have worked together before. I don't see a problem with that match either. So yeah, that should be a good match. 10th match of the night. Genius faces Genius. Naito Tetsuya, who is fit. Yes. He's competing. He's not injured. And he goes one-on-one with Muto Keiji of All Japan Pro Wrestling. Wow. This is a match I'm really interested to see. Not because I necessarily think it's going to be a great match, although I actually think Naito might be able to pull a great match out of Old Man Muto. I'm interested to see if Muto lets him go over. Because this sort of show, I mean, it's the 40th anniversary. And Muto's one of the biggest names in New Japan history, if not the biggest. Even though he's obviously attached to All Japan right now, I mean, he's a huge name. Him, China, Hashimoto, all big names, all the biggest names in New Japan history, the Three Musketeers. Naito is a star on the rise. He needs this win. He needs this win like Goto needs his win back off Sugiura. Those two guys need to be the next. They need to be the next two champions, quite frankly. They need to be the next two heavyweight champions. So, Naito versus Muto, it might be a good match. It might be a great match. It might be far better than I'm giving Muto credit for. I don't think it will be, but as long as Naito goes out there and has a star-making performance, which he really needs, he really should get. This needs to be his chance to shine. This needs to be his chance to go out there and show the world, well, at least show New Japan that he is ready for that top title, because he is, in my opinion. So yeah, main event, IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Tanahashi Hiroshi versus whoa, Shinsuke. No, it's not Nakamura. Suzuki Minoru from Pancras. Yeah. Not very happy with this main event. Not very happy with Tanahashi getting as long a reign as he has. He's had the title all year. Minoru has been kind of built as the sort of guy that's been there or thereabouts, but never quite had his title shot, so I can understand that. Him getting his title shot at the biggest show of the year, no, not for me. Are they going to have a good match? I don't think so. Are they going to have a good finish? Whoever wins, I'm going to be disappointed. So that's what I hate about this main event, is that Tanahashi can win, I'll be upset, because they'll be shoving him further and further down our throats like John Cena. Suzuki wins. You put the title on a guy who's, well, he's Suzuki. So yeah, that has been my preview for this year's Wrestle Kingdom. A lot shorter than I thought it would be, because I thought I'd ramble. I've been quick. I've been concise. There you go, Daniel. Be happy. Be happy. Peace.